The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Tight end going in motion here. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. He'll work forward for a couple. Junior Colson there to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Open man, right side. He's got it. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense. I'm not sure how many guys grew up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Detroit. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 72 yards for the touchdown. Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Caps will move out to a 14-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end on the move left. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
RPO quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house.
That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Cats. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this to about the 28. Junior Colson there to make the stop. 2nd down and 8. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
Being a fullback is like the ultimate thankless position. You do all the dirty work. You give everyone else the glory. And I love when coordinators find a way to just throw him a bone. Get him a touch, get him a carry. In this case, get him a reception. And he's able to pick up a pretty good chunk of yards.
And he will get into the end zone. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Lions. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The Lions call their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
19 tight.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, we'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Putting the tight end in motion. Once again, they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have that first down, working his way to the 20-yard line. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Here's a third down and 4. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. The Lions call their first timeout.
Here we go, set.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And the defense was ready for him this time to did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Williams in motion. On the carry, it's Pacheco. Pacheco, first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
On second down, Pacheco. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Off play action. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. He'll air it out down the middle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown pass. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. Throwing now from the gun. A toss left side, caught by his running back. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. He'll get this out to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to...
And he'll take it on in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important... That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bring it. Hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. This is Pacheco. Pacheco, first down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Handoff, running left, it's Pacheco. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
A handoff to Pacheco. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Caps. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down, where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. Pretty good throw there by the 4th-round pick. It is a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Caps are going to take possession here at their own 33.